My man Kurt.
Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, like you said, my name Curtis. I'm from the big town of Bolton, North Carolina. Yeah, what today we're gonna talk about is, well, what I want to discuss is the youth, bringing more positivity to our communities.
All right. Um, what Kurt would like to do, as people know from watching my YouTube, is loosen it up some. You know what I'm saying, and get to know you a little bit. Your past history, how you used to get down, or who used to hang with and stuff. And coming up, I'll ask the first one the same way. You top three rap artists of all time.
Oh, my top three
Who you
all the
like?
time:
Mm-hmm.
Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z,
Okay.
and Jada Kiss. They're my top three.
Can I ask you why?
I say, kid, when I was growing up, it's always Jay-Z. How he broke it down, how he story tell, Biggie, his flows, and Kids, his wittiness and his voice. And he got bars.
That's what's up.
And he got bars. People be sleeping on Kiss.
Yeah. Well, I guess he just ain't commercial.
Yeah, that's
So
what,
everybody don't know about him,
yeah.
Not commercial. All right. What about R&B singing coming up? Is anybody that you prefer to as far as here?
Shoot, back then,
Back in the high school days,
Back
you
then,
played the soundtrack to your own self.
Usher, R. Kelly,
Usher had a mean CD baby. Which one? Confessions or something?
Confessions, You Got It Bad,
Yeah.
especially after that breakup. Well, listen to that, You Got It Bad. They ain't gonna go outside, ain't gonna hang with your boys or nothing. Like, they're about to go home and listen to them.
All right.
The Kells, he'll get them panties wet.
Kel was a monster. A lot of you people now don't know. R. Kelly, great music.
Great music.
Yeah, he did. Okay. What about comedy? I know you got to laugh and get with everything.
Oh, yeah.
As far as on TV, who you think probably, every time you see his movie or see him do stand-up or whatever, he's your favorite. Who is that?
So my favorite comedian was Martin Lawrence. The Martin Show was classic.
Yes, it was.
Best sitcom, black sitcom, comedian sitcom ever. With Martin, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
All right. Okay. What about movies? Is there one movie that, like you say, right now you're late out of town. If you wanted to go home and watch a movie that you already seen before, what's a good movie that you can watch, even though you already seen before, but it's still good every time you watch it?
Scarface. Could watch that over and over again, like I seen it for the first time. On a day like this, rainy, nothing to do, go and watch Scarface, fry some chicken wings, sit back and chill, get a ball of Patron, sure. Watching Scarface.
That's what's up. All right, were there any movies back in the day that used to scare you back in the days?
Oh, all the Freddy Krueger movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, and them clowns. I hate clowns. The killer clowns. So they still around too.
Yeah.
2020 clowns. But they just ain't in the costume.
You got that right. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you about who is your favorite. I'm gonna start with football.
Oh man.
Professionally, in the NFL, who's your favorite team?
Oh, America's team, you know that. Cowboys all day.
How long you been a Cowboys fan?
Sure. 89. I started watching football 5 years old. It was inbreeding in me. My whole family was a Cowboys fan.
And who was the first Cowboy player that you fell in love with?
Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin.
All right. Okay, let's go to the NBA. You got a favorite team?
The Bulls is my favorite team. Even though we doing bad, I ain't never left the Bulls. But Mike left, so now everybody left the Bulls. I stuck with him.
What's up? Are you a baseball player? Fan?
Braves.
Okay.
Yeah, the Braves. Back when they had a three-headed monster. Glavine, Maddox. What's the other one? It was Maddox, Glavine, and Smokes.
Yeah.
The three-headed monster.
Okay. Golf, hockey?
Hell no, I don't watch that. No, I ain't start watching the golf to Tiger Woods. I can't name 5 golf players.
All right. Coming up, what high school do you attend?
Oh, the best one around, East Columbus.
East Columbus. Did you
Gators.
play basketball, football, baseball there?
Basketball, football, track.
Okay. Were y'all good the year y'all played?
My 10th grade year, we was good. 11th grade year, we was all right. My senior year, we sucked.
Okay. Who are some more notable people that came from East Columbus, right?
Yeah, Bubakar, had CJ Pickford. Yeah, notables.
So basically, y'all East Columbus started, and y'all got students from where? From Delco
Hallsboro.
and then the kids that was coming to East Arcadia stopped coming, or did they still?
They went to both, either East Bladen or East Columbus. Depends on where you stayed at.
Okay. What's up? All right. I know you travel around a little bit, and you've been a lot of places, and not saying where you at now is where you're going to always be, but if you had to pick a place to build a retirement home, a state, a country, or a town, where do you see yourself retiring at?
Right here in North Carolina. Like I said, I'm told to be living in the city. Like I said, I ain't want to raise no kids in the city. So I'll be right here in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Now let's get to a little more meat and gritty about how you feel about things going on in the community around here. For the youth, boy-wise, what do you think is the problem, or do you feel like there's a problem with the youth? Say the age is from 12 to say 18.
See, my biggest thing is they love the video games. We got to get the kids more involved in like outside stuff, like show them how to change tires, change the oil, cut grass, use weed eaters. These kids today, they focus on video games and drill music. For real, we got to get them involved more. You go buy a park right now, I guarantee it's empty. When I was growing up, summertime out of school, you couldn't get us come in the house. Nowadays, the kids want to stay in the house. And I don't blame it on the kids. Us as adults, we got to get the kids out more, get them out more, get them more involved. So the main thing I want to see is the kids get more involved in outside activities instead of video games.
So you feel like if you were, or if there were more activities for outside stuff, that kids would participate more?
Yeah, I believe so. If we push it more and really get involved with them, show them the kids to listen. They just need a role model, somebody to show them the right things to do and make it look fun. You can all work, but you can make it fun for them.
And they say a certain age is the best age to get them at. Which age do you feel is the best to reach the kids before they get to the point where they ain't trying to hear what you're saying?
Get them on middle school. That's what 12. Kindergarten at 12. Like I said, I ain't want they go glorifying all these game making activities, all this drill stuff.
Okay. First of all, I want to ask you, do you have a daughter? What are your titles?
Like I said, father. I ain't a grandfather yet.
Okay.
Yeah, this father.
Your uncle?
Yeah, I got a lot of nephews and nieces.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give to the young girls out here at the same age that's coming up? Because I feel like, and I say this a lot of times, I'm not speaking too loud to the microphone, but I say it a lot of times that to me, and you might feel different, but there's not a lot of women out there that spit knowledge to the young girls out there, unless they are their daughters or some kids to them.
My advice is be patient. Be patient. Anything you see on TV is not what you need to be doing. You don't need to be twerking. Nah. Best thing it is get your education, get business wise. Like I said, you don't need no dude validate you that you're beautiful. You're always gonna be beautiful no matter what you is.
True that. I always feel like it's how you act. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really how you look. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, be your own person. Don't be no follower.
Would you advise the average high school kid, boy or girl, what route would you advise them to go into right now?
How about go to college? If you ain't going to college, go to the military. Better yet, go to college. Nowadays, the kids got more access to stuff. They could be their own entrepreneur, take up business classes, take up a lot of these computer engineer stuff. Well, everything about to be computerized anyway. So I tell them get into computer engineering stuff like that.
All right. What are some traps that you see out there that's for the youth? And if you can give them a heads up right now.
The trap I see is game banging. Game banging, like if you ain't game banging, no throw, you ain't cool. And like I said, these young kids, the young boys these days, they want to be considered no lane, so they got to fit in. They got to be a thrower. They got to be hard. I see a lot of that's going on, even in sports in school. Like I said, but back when I was playing sports, we ain't talk back to our coaches. We ain't curse at them. We listen to them. Nowadays, these kids curse in front of the coaches. Decide when they want to go in and out the game.
Do you feel like a lot of kids get grouped into the same group or class, even though they're not as bad or as hard-headed or they're not like the rest of them though, but we as older people, maybe the same way it was done to us, we just see them young people or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we concentrating too much on the bad ones because that's what the local news is for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're going to point out niggas anyway because news always going to try to point out niggas to get views. So these kids, they don't know anything about it. Like I said, we got to show them the right way.
What is your opinion about this pill epidemic that's going around? People are robbing, and it's kind of like a storm system. They watched news the other day, and they were saying how it's coming this way in certain states. People was falling out. You know what I'm saying? They was hitting, and their batch, whatever's coming, like it's a storm or something. But what are your feelings about the pill epidemic? Because you're a little younger than me, but you still remember the crack epidemic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about this?
Man, that pill epidemic taking over, man. It's everywhere. Like I said, getting down to the youth, getting inside the schools. It's a bad situation right now that need to be taking out our community. Put it that way.
Do you see? Excuse me. Do you see the system treating it the same way as the crack war or drug war on crack? Are they doing now with the pills?
They treat the pills worse because they ain't going towards us. Anything that's anything that's harming them, we gonna get a verse sentence.
It's like now though, I'm hearing a lot of stuff about like they thought that if they own the drugs, whatever, they need to go to rehab, this, that. But whenever back in the days, whenever the crack epidemic, they came along with the 3 strikes and you outlaw, you know what I'm saying? So if you get caught stealing our family dollar 3 times because you want some crack, that was life. You know what I'm saying? Right. But now they try to, and to me, I always felt like if you lock up the people who using drugs, the person who's selling not gonna go out and get no key every time because his customers are leaving the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna say like I don't think rehab works probably 25% of the time. I know people that go to rehab, come right back home, get right back on the drugs, go back to rehab, come back home, get right back on the drugs. So rehab depends on the person if they want to really better themselves.
You're right, because I'm quite sure me and you have seen people that was gone off crack back in the days. And right now, they just, you know what I'm saying? They kicked it and they... So it is possible.
That's saying people kick it without rehab.
But that was crack.
It was, that was crack.
I
don't see people, I don't really see people bouncing
that Ron, man.
Coming off of heroin. I say once they get addicted to that shit, they stuck. Like I said, back in the you see the crack heads, they bounce. Like I said, they did 360s, but these heroines and fentanyl fiends, still don't bounce back. And that's one thing we gotta get in our community too, man. We don't need fentanyl and heroin in our communities.
It's killing the young ones. Man.
The young ones.
We feel like young ones, we ain't got no future at all. And the crazy about it though, Kurt, is that me and you, we know this ain't natural. We know it's plain. The same way somehow cocaine from Afghanistan made its way to our neighborhood back in the 60s and 70s. And we have a car that will go past 300 miles without going down. But
Right.
somehow cocaine from Afghanistan came in our neighborhood, you know. So we know it's Plainville, but we gotta outsmart them.
Yeah.
We're smart people, though.
Yeah, they want that shit in our neighborhood, man. So they can take our neighborhoods over.
And
Buy the properties, then move their people in, kick us out.
I believe back then it was more of a racial thing, but now they don't care who they get, man. Cause
No.
You can be whoever back like 5-6 years ago. I don't know who you were. You was an old white lady, and you fell and broke your hip. You were going and get hooked on. You know what I'm saying? They were hooking anybody, teachers, lawyers, doctors, anybody. You know what I'm saying? And nobody went to jail except for the lowest level people.
Right.
The street pushers.
Street pushers.
I would ask you about. I don't even want to say it because I asked somebody about this question last time and they shut me down for a week. But you know when a woman want to make choices whenever she get pregnant, do you have any feelings about that? For it, not for it?
No, I'm like I said, if she want to get an abortion, it's up to her. You should be able to stop a woman from getting an abortion. I'm definitely for getting abortions. Who you tell a woman, you pregnant, you got to have that baby? She might not be financially stable to take care of that kid, or she could have had a forced rape.
Do you feel like a man should have the right to sign papers?
Sign papers.
Yeah, if she don't want it, but he do. I mean,
that's deep right now. That's deep. Like I say, she don't deep. It should be up to the dude to decide.
They gotta kill it or whatever. If he want that child, and he wouldn't sign the papers where just like adoption or whatever, you have no criminal rights or no whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But she might not want to go through that 9 month phase of carrying that baby. Let's say when she had that baby, she's like, oh man, I didn't carry this long, I didn't nurture it. I want to keep this baby. So I signed my rights over.
I'm gonna leave that alone because, like I said, they did shut me down.
Shit.
There's certain things you cannot talk about.
Damn.
The alphabet people.
Yeah.
The people who shut down shut down Kyrie.
Yeah.
And this topic right here. But then again, like I always tell myself, at a certain point, I can't punk out them so much because if our ancestors back in the 60s and 50s that get bit by dogs, getting hit on the head with whatever, if they did that to stand their ground and tell their truth, and I'm just scared of social media deleting me, I ain't gonna tell my truth or tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a punk, especially in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because they went through the rough stuff. Just to, you know what I'm saying, for us to even have the microphone now. Okay, but
like, when you start putting that truth out there, that's when shit get real.
But then if you don't put out the truth and you put out other stuff, the untruth, then you're doing it for the money. And basically you sold your soul already.
So I feel like when you try to wake people up, that's when they ain't want you to do that. They ain't want you to know the truth. They want to keep your ass in the bubble.
So what do? Do you say, okay?
No, you stay your ground. Okay, you gotta stay your ground.
And we're gonna do it smartly.
Yeah, you gotta do it smart. Right. Get the real message out there.
Like you say, you would retire and you would stay here in Carolina. Shaman Carolina boy too. What are some home remedies that you have seen coming up, your grandma or aunt or whatever done? Because remember now, back in our days, because you fall and get a scrape or because you had a cough or whatever, you ain't go to the emergency room.
Remember one I remember is on the spider web. You used to get a cut or something, you have a band-aids and nothing, get some spider webs, pack it, hit it right on up. Or get some aloe plants, put it on the burns.
Yeah.
Like I said, a bee sting, get some spit tobacco, rub on.
I had onions in your socks or whatever, and that drain the toxin out of your body at night. You know what I'm saying?
Onion cut a potato. You just give you a shot on corn liquor. Tell you to put some potatoes in your sock, wrap up in the blanket, wake up the whole bed wet.
Yeah.
And sweat all that shit out.
Or that what was it? Was like some kind of liquor, honey.
Yeah,
lemon
and peppermint.
And you're gonna sweat.
You're gonna sweat.
You sweat. But the next day, and some pine needles. I remember being small and see my mama on the stove, pine needles, like off the tree, whatever was in the pot, boiling.
Shit.
Some kind of tea, whatever. But it's crazy, man. It's a herb and a plant for cure all diseases,
Oh, damn right.
And like I said, and like we just talked about, are we gonna tell the truth or not talk about it and our people suffering? Because right now, I don't know about you, Kurt, but I'm seeing grandmas and older people, if they even get a sniffle, they run into the hospital urgent care getting some pills. I'll go to the doctor, go to the hospital, go to the doctor. But back in the day,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That's right. You had the home remedies.
Yeah.
And they work longer.
And I feel like that came from passing down from Africa. Tradition that they went in the woods, whatever, or whatever, and they healed up. But for us being in America for so long, we slowly, our ancestors that know that stuff is dying out. You know what I'm saying? Like our grandmas knew a whole lot more, our mama knew a little less. Our women today, shit, they can't even boil an egg. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, remember Dr. Sebi for trying to put that truth out there.
Everybody who try to put out there.
Trying to put that all them cures out that you don't need to go to no doctors. You got these home remedies that could cure anything. Yeah. Nah, you got to go. You put too much truth out there.
And you probably know too, if you go on a cruise, first thing they're gonna tell you when you get back on that ship, you got any seeds or plants with you? Because they know plants over there that can come back and cure our stuff over here. But, okay. Are you into farming?
No, I ain't never been. I'm never in the farming.
Do you think you will ever be in the farming?
Nope. I'm lying. I ain't gonna say farming, but gardening shit like living off the land. I see that coming. Me and my old already planting the garden. You got our tomatoes, our cucumbers.
There you go.
Look,
you got to.
Hey, how's it going? We gonna be living off that land.
You got to. I ain't gonna lie. My wife Shayla, she do a thing with them that garden and herbs.
Yeah.
We grow so much of our own herbs. You know what I'm saying? That's herbs.
Like I said, we're gonna be living off that land soon. Yeah. All this fake processed meat about to come around.
Man, I watched website the other day. It was showing 10 or 20 products that other countries do not buy from America.
Yeah.
And the main reason that they don't buy it is because of the sugar.
Damn.
Sugar.
And what I seen on what I was reading up on was how they signed a bill for them to process this fake meat.
Some countries don't even buy our poultry because before we sell it to them, we shoot it with water and salt.
Yeah.
And that holds it and it makes it heavier, so the weight, you know what I'm saying? And but the whole sugar thing, man, everything we eat is and drink that so much of that white sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar actually is brown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even though so much of that white sugar, man, a can of soda, 16-ounce soda, which is now, it had like 39 grams of white sugar in it. Now, you know what, if you hold up a bag in, you know what a quarter looks like, you know what I'm saying? You know what 7 grams looks like.
Right.
Imagine that 39
in
one drink of can, and we wonder why our kids bucking or running around here with this crazy energy because they got a chemical imbalance.
Damn right.
Yes. Yeah, that's a different topic though, but we still got to inform our people, you know. All right, let me ask you this, my man. If you had $20 million to invest in your people in Blaine County or in your neighborhood down your way, what would you build or do with $20 million?
So I'll do $20 million
to help your people.
I'll invest in the grocery store. Buy all the land up around. Like I said, because that'd be the main thing. I buy land around, get a grocery store. It's grocery stores.
Yeah. So we need our own community. We need everything in that community.
Damn right.
We need gas, we need food, we need a doctor. I was talking to someone.
You can never go wrong with land.
No.
Buy all the land you can if you got the money.
Fact, yeah.
You can do so much with land.
Okay, I'm about to wrap it up, but make sure another question. If you watch TV nowadays, basically, maybe you don't notice it though, but what is the image that you see of a black man today, mostly on TV?
Feminine. I said a lot of feminine men out there on these TV shows. Every TV like this. Every TV show you watch now, what they got in it? What kind of things they have in it? No matter what you watching, what they have. Man oh man.
Oh,
Man oh man.
Netflix. Oh,
Always have some kind of
commercials too.
Yeah, right. Like I said, they always have some kind of man on man, women on women. Even the cartoons now.
And do they think we don't notice the interracial couples all over TV now?
Right, all over
like
TV.
We ain't noticed it like it is. You know what I'm saying? 89% of black men marry black women.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't know it if you watch TV. You think
right.
half of us, you know what I'm saying, or more than half, whatever, you know. And back in the days, between me and you, I was reading a book, and a lot of white people, they oppose this interracial thing because of the fact that, say, if you got 10 million white people in America, and you get 10 million black people, if we're not fussing and fighting with each other or at each other's throat or thinking that one is superior or inferior to the other, and we just come together and live as one nation and we intermingle, that's the possibility of wiping out the white race just through love. Because when that black man or that black woman and that black and that white person have a child, it's going to be, you know, a melanated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that scares a lot of them. So
yeah, scared a lot of them.
They push the narrative of racism and, you know, black this, white this, whatever, keep us separated. Because they know through love, they erase to get wiped out. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
That's crazy though, and that's why I don't knock anybody, you know what I'm saying, who they love. Because you can tell true love.
Yeah, you can tell.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got white aunts, you know what I'm saying? That I love to death. Aunt Robin and Lord, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no white uncles though. You know? I ain't got that way yet though. I ain't say though. But when you, to me, whenever you on a certain budget or level as far as money wise, and y'all together, that's true love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I do notice that maybe it's just me, Kurt, but the ones that we see on TV or certain ones, either one is going to favor the other culture more than the other. It might sound crazy, but say if you got a black man and a white woman, either that black man is going to act a little more European, have his pants pulled up, some kind of whatever, or you have a white woman that act like a sister almost. You know what I'm saying? There's always one going to join to the other one's culture a little bit. You never see a straight up brother and a straight up Karen. You know what I'm saying? They love each other. It's like somebody got to bend over to somebody's side. Most times it's always the black guy, or you know what I'm saying? And anything that separates me from my family, to me, it ain't good.
Right.
And if you got to do that, and most times that happen, like Kobe Bryant, all of them, they don't.
Seem like once we make it up, we feel like we got to find another nationality to the stamp our approval. Exactly. Like we got to go get a whole another race.
I mean, if it's love, it's love, but don't get it twisted. Conscious people can see. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't. You know what I'm saying? I know people that you can tell. That's love. Snoop, all of them, that's love. You know what I'm saying? And some people you can tell.
Other people say like, yo, if he wasn't this athlete, she would definitely not be with him.
Woo! Imagine that. You know, imagine a lot of superstars, they shine. I always ask myself, do you think Tiger Woods' first wife would have him if he was back in groceries and spit game to her,
right,
or whatever? Let me stop before I get cut off for a second. You know what I'm saying? But Kurt, there are people in your life that gave you words of wisdom. People in your life that you may have looked at and didn't tell them though, but you admire them, how they handle their business or this and that, whatever. And some people say you give them a shout out, though, but it's more than a shout out, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you would never give them that kind of love. But anybody coming up, aunts, uncles, old school teacher, or anybody that stood out or stands out, that's like, you want to give them a salute for being a stand-up person.
Like I said, like I said, shout out to my whole family because all of them gave me words of encouragement. Because like I said, I was the baby boy, so I had 4 brothers to look up to. They always gave me words of encouragement, always looked out for me. But outside my family, I had 2 dudes that really looked out for me. Mr. Sean Maynard and Mr. Larry Freeman. Them 2 dudes really was stand-up guys. They made sure I got back and forth to practice. Shoot, they sometimes take me school shopping. They really looked out.
Who was your number 1 dog in high school? Your homeboy.
So,
in high school.
Shoot, my
I know you
homeboy.
probably had more than one.
Yeah, I had more than one. My homeboy Twan Well.
Okay.
Yeah, kid, that was my dog.
Is there anybody that, rest in peace, besides, well, no, good brother, name 5 people that ain't here that you just want to give a rest in peace to?
Okay, start with my little brother, R.P. Ricardo, aka Mel, aka Bengal. My right hand man, Terrell Brown, aka Sir Rob. That's 2. They're gonna look at what?
Well, hopefully you don't have 5. Hopefully
I'm trying to think. Them the main 2 right there.
Okay.
Man.
My bad.
Shout out to Odell. What's another one? What's 3? Shoot. Oh yeah, man. Shoot, I'm tripping. My main man. Big bro. Ed Jordan. Shout out to my bro Ed Jordan.
R.I.P.
Definitely him. Can't forget about him.
All right. If it was somebody that's not a famous person, that's not here no more, that you can sit down, have a drink with, and talk to, from way back in the past. I mean, I don't decide if you Christian, so don't say Jesus. Like that.
Yeah, I got
Besides
you.
that, I mean, this is anybody that you would want to sit down and have a drink with, just pick their mind.
Shoot, man, it'd be DMX, dog. DMX be saying some real shit. DMX said some real shit. Like, you can have a conversation with him. He was spiritual. He know the streets. And he was a smart guy. He gave it to you real. I wasn't gonna say the opposite. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Of course, that's what everybody be wanting to see. But I'm gonna go with somebody that I can relate to.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, Curt Jones, man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you in a while. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a stranger. Well, I know you ain't gonna be a stranger from August. But,
hey, before I get off though,
go ahead,
you were saying something about Kyrie Irving. So do you think eBay trying to blackball Kyrie?
Trying to give you kick
Word. You said something about Kyrie.
Who said you here? You trying to set me up.
I got to discuss Kyrie.
Curt, if you would help me, man, that's what I want to do. I want to every week come and keep people informed of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people do not know what's going on, from Kyrie to the brat, you know what I'm saying, to a whole lot of that's going on. And we can't blame y'all for not watching certain stuff on YouTube, but we can do the research and we can bring it to you. But Kyrie, to me, opened up a hornet's nest. Yeah. He shook it and he let us know who, I can't even say the word CONS. Yeah. I did that one time and they blackballed me on Facebook. Damn. Yeah, just by that word, they say that word was, you know what I'm saying, offensive. But he let us know who that are celebrities that are truly on our side. Yeah. And who that, no matter what, that money they got. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got my respect for Kyrie for bringing that to the light. Bringing that to the light. And there are a lot of people that are still, if you listen to the sports right now today, you can tell who they are. Because as soon as his name come up, they got something bad to say about him. Stephen A. Bomani Jones. Man. Yeah. There's a lot of men that look like us, and as soon as something come up about him, like on cue, they talk bad about him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they hurt their own self, to me. So like I said, I'm glad Kyrie Brown light to the situation. What's really going on behind these closed doors, up in the upper office. Man, you can't even ask questions no more, man. No.
And think about he did share the post.
I believe he knew what he was doing, but he did it ill.
Yeah.
Without even saying the word. You know what I'm saying? Without even saying the word, I'm saying he just shared a picture of a post, whatever, and it went from there.
Yeah.
It opened many doors that the power. I hate saying the power to be.
Yeah.
There ain't no power to be, no human power to be. You know what I'm saying? But the people that run stuff, you know, they got exposed and they try to shut it down. How can you say that you don't have power whenever you get the power to shut a man down and take his money? Even Kanye, even kill his bank accounts, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. We trying to bring awareness. Is really going on. Trying to make light to the truth. They gonna try to shut us down.
So how do you feel about the Brett?
Shit.
Do you know the situation with that?
Enlighten me on that. I ain't see this one.
Okay. Well, you know, her and her wife, Judy, they did 48 and 49 years old. Hey, calling her a wife is a woman though, but they say that she wanted the Brad to feel the experience of childbirth. Judy done had 3 kids, so instead of her having a baby, they went to a sperm bank and got some sperm for the Brad, which is 48. You know, she got the sperm in her, 40 years old.
I said, no, she pregnant.
So they say that at the sperm bank, because of Judy had so many genetic disorders that they needed, they had to counsel out a lot of people because they want her to have the same, like sickle cell or same disease as somebody else.
Yeah.
So out of all the people, it was only 300 people, men, that donated sperm to that bank. One of them, only one was black.
Only one was black.
And they say he looked like Jimmy the Cricket.
Damn.
Okay, so then they put the sperm together, her Judy sperm and the white man's sperm together, and put it in the bread to raise a baby. On the baby will grow out of it, and that's their baby. And they're trying to explain to me myself.
48 though.
To be myself, I hate saying, but I'll say because they said the certain power to be use our celebrities to push. I ain't said a demonic gender, but not an unnatural gender.
Yeah, unnatural gender. Yeah.
Whether it's gay or whether it's trans or whatever, they use our celebrities to push those genders, and to me, that's what they're doing to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, I was up on that. I remember when she was pregnant, but I didn't know that's how they was going along with it.
It was burning. I mean, people on YouTube was burning her.
Yeah.
That's a weak excuse. You rich. You could have went to any NFL player,
right?
And they would have donated or would have been you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And wouldn't have no problem. But they were saying how black people don't donate to sperm bank.
Hey, that's a major ass risk though at 48.
That's exactly, but she had to. But to me, when they say black people don't donate to sperm bank, first of all, maybe I'm wrong, Kurt, but the kind of person that donates to a sperm bank is either on drugs or broke. We never even thought about it. We never been that broke. Right. We never been that broke even, you know what I'm saying? A person that does the sperm bank is got to be either on drugs and need that money.
Like I said,
flat broke.
Or they kind of put purrs on the low.
Who does that?
Go in and say you got to a sperm bank, watch 3 points and down, jack up in the cup.
Yeah, that's
Who get up and say I'm gonna go to a sperm bank? Go to a sperm bank.
You gotta need the money.
Right. You gotta be broke as fuck.
And you need the money. So that's why she talking about it was only one, but to me she could have got almost anybody. But why would you want at 48? I don't know. Like I say, I believe they use our celebrities. Push this shit. Oh man, he gotta go. I gotta make things short, man.
Yeah, right. I will be back next week. I'll probably be back tomorrow. If I leave my phone in the car, I can really sit down and talk to my people. Like I said, y'all will be seeing more of me.
We're gonna do it because coming up in August, y'all, we got a sports show coming out. I know I said it before though, but we gotta talk NFL, and I got guys that be up here and all they do is talk NFL, talk sports.
So right.
We finna put it on the podcast and have our own sports show. But Kurt, man, I appreciate it.
Oh, yo, nice being here. Always good to see you, my brother.
Always good to see you.
Always positive vibe when I get around you.
Exactly. Like I always say, because you don't do bad, don't mean you're a good person.
Damn right.
You gotta do good to be good. All right.
Say the mouthful right there.